My name is Conradin Perner, and in the Sudan I'm known as Quachaquoro, which means the man-eating leopard, Nimr Akulnas. And I'm born in Davos and grew up here also in the Swiss mountains. I went to Utalo actually because the king was living there. It was in the center of that Anuak land. It was very remote, extremely remote. You had to walk for days to reach there. It was the most important village of the Anuak because the king was staying there. It was a kind of intellectual and social center of the whole region because the king was there. All the big dances, all the big events were taking place there. So, of course, the king, nobody knew me. I arrived, I did not speak the language, nothing. And they were, very suspicious what I wanted to do. They found it very strange that I wanted to learn the language. They thought, why is he learning the language? He must have something in mind, but we don't know what. But something he must have in mind. So I spent much time in learning the language and just being there. And during that time, of course, I had a lot of experiences with the people, and I made a lot of walking, and so I learned a lot about the life of the people. And so after 1-2 years, I spoke the language fluently, more or less, and then I could really start to understand also what people were saying. It had the advantage that the people also would know me. And each time then during these 5 years, I returned every year. I could collect more and more. And then I had to look for a museum. And finally, the museum in Geneva accepted this collection. And I gave it to them. And I was happy they took it.
Let's talk about gare, the bells on the legs. Can you just explain for what they are used and what is the significance of these bells?
Well, the gare are tied around the left leg of a dancer, and it is just to stamp it on the ground, also to probably as an echo or to give some volume to the whole event. Without it, there is the drum, one side which is very loud, but the people themselves, they contribute by producing these small bells, which are, if you hear them there, it's very powerful. If there are many like the one you have in the museum, is beautiful. And the one of the king, and maybe even I got it from the king, it's quite possible, because it is so big, normal people don't have it. But this gare is also, when people are marrying, you can say, okay, you can have my daughter, but I need this and this and this. And very often, these dancing bells are part of it, because they need it. You cannot go to a dance without this. It is something, maybe even the most important of the dance is to have these bells. Mm-hmm. The rest is, you don't need anything.